My name's Paul Adams, welcome to my channel, The Handmade Fisherman. I've never really done a year-end video before, or in this case a start of the year video, but this is just really a way for me to say thanks to all the viewers out there who've supported me with subscriptions, likes, shares, or left comments of encouragement, and also give a bit of a peek behind the scenes and what I've got lined up for the future, as well as some new ways to support the channel. For those who don't know me, I've been making YouTube videos about making layers for about 5 years. One of the things I'm often asked about is how I actually make the videos, so this is partly an overview of that process. The basis of most of my projects is an idea, and often that's normally a common idea. So for the most part, I'm not reinventing the wheel, but trying to learn how to make these layers myself with the tools and materials that are available to me. So I tend to have to come up with solutions that mix together my own experiments with things I've picked up from other layer makers, and often techniques from completely different crafts or even industry. While ideas are great, having lots of them can be a little bit distracting, and realising just one of them often requires pausing all that noise and just getting stuck in. With the Minion float video I made earlier this year, the idea came out of a lot of coincidences, like finding the gas cylinders lying around in the street and my son's obsession with the new Minions movie, and of course Babybel cheese. But for me, turning that idea or any idea into a film means coming up with a script, and that can be as simple as writing down the method for actually making the layer. For that, I need a good overview of the processes involved, so often before I begin writing, I'll have done some experimenting to see if I can actually make the thing. With the script largely complete, I have a framework to start filming and creating the images and sound that will bring it to life. Location wise, I do most of the filming here in my father's workshop, and most of the tools here are his, with the exception of the bandsaw and the lathe and a few other bits and pieces I've collected over the years. The camera I mainly shoot with is a mid-range digital SLR. The main reason for using this camera is it gives me manual control over all the settings and even what lens I want to use. It allows me to create an image rather than just record what's in front of me. As I film mostly on my own, I have to rely on tripods to hold the camera. The main challenge of that is setting up the camera while I'm not in shot. To get a sense of movement in the videos, I bought a slider about this time last year and added a cordless drill motor and some bits and bobs so I can control it. This has really changed the look of my videos and opened up possibilities that I never really could have imagined without it. Recently I added a rotating overhead rig, which is made from junk and another motor, and at the moment it's limited by that, but hopefully with a little cash I can properly engineer it, but it does give some great spinning shots. Apart from the camera setup, lights can really dramatically improve the image quality, and here in the cellar I've set up a sliding rail system overhead to carry some studio lights. This means I can position and move them as I film. To film, I generally work in short sequences, building up a range of shots. I tend to post these in the editor as I'm working to check that technically they're okay, but also that they fit together and there's some kind of flow. Once filming is complete and everything is pretty much on the timeline, I can record the voiceover and refine the quality with an audio editor. Bringing everything together for the final edit is almost like starting a project in itself. As much as there's a creative side to editing, there is also the slug it out stuff like adjusting the lighting, speed, contrast, and adding titles and animation. That final message to say the video has been successfully uploaded often comes as a relief, and the first chance of an escape down to some water to clear my head. For the future of the channel, I want to improve the quality and the regularity of the videos, and also take some bigger steps like getting out there, finding some new water, some new fish, and maybe some new people. To do that, I really need to step up my game, but that's something I'm looking forward to. So to help out with some of the expenses and support the channel, I've started a Patreon campaign. This is like an ongoing Kickstarter where you can pledge to donate an amount per future video I make, and that can start from as little as $1 or £1. You can also set a monthly total so you have a clear budget. There'll be a Patreon blog specially set up for donors so you can see where the money is going and where I'm up to with productions. As a thank you, I'll also list donors in the video credits. If Patreon isn't for you, the biggest thing you can do to help the channel is to continue doing what you've already been doing, sharing my videos to social media, adding your comments and likes, and generally creating some buzz about the channel. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you soon down by some water. If you'd like to become a channel patron, you can follow the link from here or in the video description or from my channel page. If you're new here and you'd like to see more of my videos, click on the channel link or subscribe to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. What's the minion doing in the water?
He's wiggling his butt.
He's wiggling his butt.